In the footage, the rear doors of a container truck parked at a warehouse loading dock are about to be opened. Before the doors are opened, the condition of the load inside is not clearly checked. Large and heavy, cylindrical loads that were not sufficiently secured during transport suddenly shift as the doors are opened. The movement occurs very quickly and creates a serious risk for a worker standing just outside the container. This incident clearly demonstrates a basic rule. Loads inside containers should always be considered unstable before the doors are opened. No one should stand in the door line. A safety zone must be established before opening, and it must be verified that the load is not pressing against the doors. In Fujian Province, People's Republic of China, a worker was involved in a workplace incident while operating a pressure-forming machine in a manufacturing facility. During routine production tasks, the machine was activated before the worker had fully cleared the operating area. As a result, the worker was involved in an unintended machine interaction. Co-workers immediately stopped the equipment and provided assistance. The individual was reported injured during the incident and was taken for medical evaluation. Industrial machines must never be started until operators confirm that all body parts are clear of the operating zone. Proper guarding interlock systems and two-hand controls help prevent unintended activation. Workers should follow standard operating procedures and receive regular training to reinforce hazard awareness. In the footage, a worker is seen attempting to pull a heavy load with a pallet jack over the rear tailgate of a truck. During the operation, the tailgate bends under the load and loses its stability. Within a short moment, the load begins to move downward in an uncontrolled manner. This incident clearly demonstrates a basic rule. Before lifting and transport, the load capacity of the equipment must be checked. Truck tailgates must not be subjected to loads or pressure beyond their rated limits. Safety is achieved by using the right equipment at the correct capacity. A man is standing beside his vehicle when a large truck passes in the adjacent lane. While the truck is in motion, a component breaks off from the wheel assembly and is thrown uncontrollably. The fast-moving metal part flies across the road and passes extremely close to where the man is standing. The incident demonstrates how much stored energy exists in heavy-duty tire and rim systems. Heavy-duty wheels and rims contain potential energy, which is why unnecessary presence near such vehicles should be avoided, and a safe distance must always be maintained. Uncontrolled mechanical hazards always represent danger. In July 2024, a worker was involved in a workplace incident inside a warehouse while unloading materials from a truck. During the process, the individual lost balance while handling a piece of aluminum and fell to the ground. Co-workers responded immediately and provided assistance. The worker was reported injured during the incident and received medical evaluation. The event prompted a review of material handling practices and safety protocols for employees working at height or while handling heavy or awkward items. Workers should maintain secure footing and proper body positioning when handling materials, especially on elevated surfaces or vehicle platforms. Using mechanical aids such as trolley or lifting devices and avoiding holding items on the body can prevent loss of balance. In the footage, a large weaving hall is shown with rows of machines operating continuously. Along the wall runs a control rope used to operate the machines, which has become worn due to long-term use. Its insulation is damaged, leaving conductive parts exposed. A worker reaches for the control rope without noticing the damage at the moment of contact. An electrical fault occurs and the system remains unexpectedly energized. This incident clearly demonstrates a fundamental rule. Damaged or worn electrical control components must never be touched. Exposed conductors pose a severe hazard. Energy must always be isolated before any repair. Work is being carried out near two metal tanks standing side by side in an open area while workers are present. One employee begins welding on the outer surface of a tank There is no indication that any gas testing or internal cleaning has been performed as the welding heat increases. Residual gases and vapors inside the tank are affected shortly afterward. Internal pressure rises rapidly and the structure loses its integrity. The tank body suddenly ruptures, turning the work area into a hazardous zone. No tank should be considered safe unless it has been gas-frighted and verified by measurement before welding or cutting on tanks, barrels, or confined containers. Gas testing must be performed, cleaning must be completed, and a hot work permit must be obtained. In the footage, two workers are seen working at height, using scissor lifts inside an enclosed construction or warehouse area. On one platform, a worker is performing an installation task, while a nearby platform is being used to support a long material panel. During the work, the supported material loses its balance and begins to move downward. This movement is directed toward the area where the worker on the main platform is located, creating a serious risk within seconds. This incident demonstrates a basic rule: elevated work platforms must not be used for carrying or supporting materials. Loads must be properly secured, kept separate from platforms, and workers at height must be protected against falling hazards. Safety is achieved by using equipment only for its intended purpose. In the footage, a crane is seen lifting a bundle of pipes using slings while the load is suspended. A worker is observed standing within the unloading area below. The area is crowded and attention is scattered. Although the crane operator attempts to keep the load stable, an unexpected slip occurs in the rigging equipment. As a result, the lifting system loses control and the pipes begin to move downward. The load strikes the area where the worker had been standing moments earlier, creating a serious risk. This incident clearly demonstrates a fundamental rule: no one should ever stand beneath a suspended load. Lifting areas must be designated as restricted zones, and only necessary personnel should be present at a safe distance. Safety is ensured by accounting for the potential drop zone of the load. In Guangdong Province, People's Republic of China, a warehouse worker was involved in a workplace incident while loading a large industrial refrigerator onto a pickup truck. The worker and a colleague were positioning the equipment near the tailgate. When the unit shifted unexpectedly, the refrigerator made contact with the worker during the transfer process before settling on the ground. The individual was reported injured during the incident and taken for medical evaluation. Handling and loading heavy equipment requires appropriate mechanical aids, secure lifting devices, and firm communication among personnel. Using tools such as pallet jacks, hoists, or cranes designed for heavy loads, and ensuring all team members understand the movement plan help reduce the risk of injury. In the footage, workers in a production facility are seen carrying sacks taken from a conveyor belt to a storage area. However, shortly afterward, an unexpected explosion occurs inside the facility, followed by flames spreading across part of the area. The incident shows how unseen risks in production environments can emerge very rapidly. This situation clearly demonstrates a basic rule: in facilities with flammable or reactive risks, hazards must be controlled in advance, materials must be stored correctly, and fire detection and suppression systems must be fully operational. Safety is ensured not after an incident, but through prevention and preparedness. In the footage, a worker is seen standing very close to a high-speed, rotating industrial machine while the machine is running. The worker moves dangerously close to the rotating component. At that moment, loose or hanging clothing comes into contact with the moving parts. As soon as contact occurs, the fabric is rapidly pulled toward the rotating system, making it difficult for the worker to pull away. Co-workers who notice the situation intervene quickly and shut down the machine. This incident clearly demonstrates a fundamental rule: appropriate clothing is critical when working near rotating energized machinery. Loose or hanging garments are extremely dangerous. Intervention must never occur while the machine is running. and lockout/tagout load must be applied before approaching. Safety is ensured not only by proper equipment, but also by proper clothing.